In this video, we'll be learning all about the Rotate tool in Adobe Illustrator. In the next few minutes, you will master the usage of the Rotate tool. You'll also know when to use it and its application by drawing this logo. So without further ado, let's get started.
Welcome back guys. Creative Psychology here. This channel is all about helping you learn graphic design using Adobe Illustrator. You must have found many other tutorials on YouTube about Illustrator and graphic design which are very long. Our aim is to help you master graphic design in the shortest time possible. We upload a tutorial shorter than 10 minutes every week. So, if you want to become a professional graphic designer, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to get notified when we upload a new video.
Okay, so let's get started right away. I'm drawing a figure here. Till today, you used to rotate figures like this, using the selection tool. This was fine. But now let's learn how to rotate figures using the Rotate tool and also what extra features it has for us. The Rotate tool is over here. The keyboard shortcut for the Rotate tool is R. So, press R on your keyboard to select the Rotate tool. To rotate an object using the Rotate tool, just make sure that the object is selected, and then drag anywhere on your artboard. Like this. I would like to tell you another way to rotate figures using the Rotate tool. Whenever you have the Rotate tool selected, you can see this little blue point over here, in the middle of the object which is selected. This point is known as the pivot point. The object which you rotate using the Rotate tool always rotates around its pivot point. Initially, the pivot point of an object is in its center. If, for example, you just click here, then the pivot point will move to that place. And now, if you try to rotate the object, it rotates around the pivot point, like this. Let's keep the pivot point over here for now. If you hold Shift on your keyboard while rotating, then Illustrator will snap your rotation to 45 degrees. Similarly, if you hold down Alt on your keyboard while rotating the object, then Illustrator will start copying the object, like this. If you just want to repeat the last transformation done on an object, which in this case is rotation, just right-click on the object, go to Transform and then click on Transform again. As you can see, this object has been rotated again. The keyboard shortcut for it is Ctrl+D. If we keep on pressing Ctrl+D, then as you can see, it looks like a flower, but the problem is the distance between these two shapes is not the same as all these shapes. The reason behind this is that the angle on which we rotated the object is not correct. Let's undo this for a moment. If while rotating this object, we press the Alt key and the Shift key, then Illustrator will create a copy at angle of 45 degrees. Now, let's press Ctrl+D to repeat the last transformation. As you can see, this looks like a flower, as the petals are equidistant from one another. Let me give you another example. Firstly, I am drawing a circle here. Now, let's say I want 19 small circles around this larger circle such that they are equidistant from each other. Let's draw a smaller circle. Now, select the Rotate tool. I want the pivot point of the smaller circle to be the center of the larger circle. Now, hover over the center of the larger circle till you see this text appear here, saying Center. Now, holding Alt on your keyboard, click on the center of the large circle. It will open a dialog box asking you the angle on which you want the object to rotate. I wanted to have 19 smaller circles around the large circle. So, we will need to have a little calculation over here. I am opening my calculator. Now, there are 360 degrees in a complete circle. To get the angle required, just divide 360 by the number of smaller circles you want around the larger circle. In this case, it is 19. So, if we divide 360 by 19 we get 18.9. So, we have to rotate the smaller circle by 18.9 degrees. Let's type 18.9 over here. You can turn preview on, if you want to. After entering the angle, hit copy so that Illustrator makes a copy of the circle. Now, I am pressing Ctrl plus D to repeat this process. If you count these smaller circles, then there should be 19 of them. Now, let's draw the logo of Apple Photos. If we observe this logo, then we can notice that a rounded rectangle has been drawn. Then it has been rotated 7 times, by an angle of 45 degrees. I have my color palette over here. It contains all the colors I'm going to use in this logo. You'll find the link to download this file in the video description. Firstly, I am drawing a rectangle of 150 points by 210 points. Let's give this rectangle some fill for now. Now, curve off its corners using the Direct Selection tool. Like this. If you don't know about this, then I highly recommend you to watch my earlier videos. Now, select the Rotate tool and fix the pivot point of this figure a little below it. Like this. Holding Shift and Alt on your keyboard, rotate the object. Now, I'm pressing Ctrl D to repeat this process. Let's use the Shape Builder tool to create the overlapping shapes in this logo and give them a different color. If you don't know how to use this tool, click the I button to watch my tutorial. Now, all there is left is to fill the colors according to our color palette. Now, you can see that the logo of the Apple Photos is complete.
If you want to learn Illustrator from the beginner level, just click this playlist over here to watch the complete guide from beginning. So that concludes today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and I'll see you over there.